show, I want to introduce one of my favorite people in the whole world, who is also exceptionally funny. I think he's one of the biggest, highest energy personalities. Please welcome to the stage, Big Ross Thompson. One more time, give him a hand.
Hi. My name is Ross, and I've been tasked with warming up the crowd prior to what I'm told is a hair-raising live performance of a podcast about how legislation gets filed. So just unbuckle your safety belts, people, because we're in for a standstill. Just kidding. Let's get crazy. Let's get rowdy. Let's get pumped. Welcome to Over the Lege Live. Thank you all for coming out, especially on a day like today, that being V-Day. Shall I assume that we all fall under the single and lonely category demographic? No. Do we have any couples here?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
We're in.
2/3 majority.
So, let me get this straight.
I know. It's sad.
So you braved the cold weather to come here to watch a podcast and commemorate your relationship.
The paint had already dried.
I'll be telling the jokes. Thank you very much. Okay, well, D- for effort, but thanks all the same for keeping the rest of us sad, lonely saps company. How about some fun? Do you like fun? I've got a fun game for you that's called Dead Much. So, in the spirit of the Oscars, this is a celebrity game. The rules could not be simpler. I will give the name of a celebrity, and you will retort with your guess as to whether that celebrity is still among the living or less so. So it's hard to keep track of them. There are a lot of them who have come and gone. But we'll start with an easy one, okay? All right, so first one. Dead or alive? God.
Yes.
Dead. Yes.
Maybe it's a little early in the set to go that deep. That's all right. We can downshift to do some lighter fare. What else? What can we do? How about child abuse? I'm really a nice guy. Just stay with me, please and thank you. In keeping with the Hollywood theme, do you ever wonder why, the Hollywood theme being we just had the Oscars and all, and in keeping with that theme, do you ever wonder how in movie scenes they're able to, how they are able to cue babies to cry? That must be one of the most thankless, soul-crushing jobs. Whose job is that? More importantly, what are their methods and techniques? Do they have someone dressed up as Santa Claus off to the side on standby, ready to receive little Jimmy on his lap for a quick photo op? Is that how they open the floodgates? Or simply mace to the face? Just a spritz will do. I should have forewarned you, my humor veers on the dark side. So, as dark jokes go, you win some, you lose most. Please open your hymns to page 32. Where you'll find a familiar, timeless psalm, again in the Holy Spirit of the Oscars, penned by one Eminem the Apostle.
Oh, yeah.
Sung in D minor. D for deadpan. You better lose yourself in the music, the moment you want it. You better. You know what? On second thought, let's pivot. Maybe church rap is not the best vehicle for articulating the white man's struggle. Instead, let's have how about a frank discussion in the wake of all these Harvey Weinstein-esque headlines and address how all this negativity and white male backlash has gotten to the point where I feel like I'm getting discriminated against. Pity us for once, damn it. Or not. Now, I admit, males are by far the worst of the sexes. Pick a species, any species, we're the most selfish, the most destructive, especially us human varieties. And the data don't lie. Okay, historically speaking, we commit 98% of all crimes on record. We instigate 99% of all wars that have been waged. There might be a rounding error, that sounds low. And are responsible for 100% of all dick pics. Now, I know this looks bad. But I don't know why you ladies put up with us. You have it far rougher than we do. We pay you less and charge you more for dry cleaning and haircuts and the like. It seems like the least we can do is pick up the check every time, right?
Yes!
That being said, I do feel like the pendulum has swung just a smidgen too far back in our direction. So all I ask is that you ladies see things from our perspective. The mating game is a tightrope, okay? There are very thin lines between chivalry, being chivalrous, and coming across as desperate or insecure. A thin line between persevering or being persistent and stalking.
No.
And a thin line, and an even thinner line between being an interesting person and a person of interest. That's all I got. Thank you. Enjoy the show.
Thank you so much, Ross. Give him one more hand.